Welcome back. We are going to be talking about interested parties today, which is very interesting topic. As such, it's just a replacement of the word stakeholders. We used to have stakeholders in the past, and we have interested parties today. Generally, simply, anyone who has interest in you or who has interest in your business is your interested party. If you go to the official definition, any individual or organization that can affect your business or can be affected by your business or perceives to be affected by your business is your interested party. Stakeholders was easy. We could count 7, 8, and beyond that we would struggle. But if you want to look at interested parties, I would like to share my screen with you. This diagram from ISO 22313 helps us to understand this concept. And this concept is so deep that if we spend about 5 minutes on only one of these, which is the family, at the bottom you will see dependents of staff. That 5 minutes into 30 of these roughly in front of us could be spent on this topic, or even more than that. People have told me, Daman, it was an eye-opener when we discussed that even the employees' families are interested parties. And then people would go and list, okay, Daman, now understood. In our list, we have the dependents of staff or employees' families listed as interested party. That's okay, that's good, but that's not good enough. The requirement is not just listing the interested party. The next step is our focus BCMS, Business Continuity Management System. Then you need to know what are the needs and expectations of these interested parties from you. So what do employees' families want from us? This question has never been asked and has never been answered, but needs to be now. Okay, Daman. But the next question is how, which is always difficult. Yes, it's going to be difficult. When a person joins a company, the most that we ask him or is the next of kin, some details. We never ask what are their expectations. By the way, this question we don't ask even about the employees who are also one of the interested parties, and they need to be asked. Question becomes difficult, especially coming back to families. How do we even know their needs and expectations? This cannot be straightforward question. And to who? All in the family. Generally, we can say, okay, adults only, dependents only, adult dependents only. Okay, we are refining our scope so that we are reasonable and practicable. Numbers get reduced. But then we ask, how do we ask this question? Even if you ask this question, the possibility is that the responses wouldn't come because a family member may be scared to answer this question. If I ask such demand, it may be my husband, wife, spouse, son, brother, children, daughter, whoever is working in the organization may have to face difficult times going up to an extent. I may think so that he or she may be asked to quit because her family is demanding a lot. So it is possible. One way is to run a survey with the families. Run a survey with the families, define their audience appropriately, take care of that. A survey, designing a survey is also an art. So some experts have to sit, discuss, decide what questions, how many questions, what type of options, yes, no, or free flow text, as we do in any survey, has to be done. And I'm saying this is only one suggestion. I'm saying through a survey, it may be easy. But because there is a challenge that people may not participate, may not speak out their heart. I want A, but thinking that the person may be my family member who is working in the organization may be removed, maybe, or may face difficult times at least, I may say my response is B. So while getting these expectations from family members, we will have to take them in confidence. So a step before running the survey is to create that confidence. Make them have faith in the survey, in the question being asked. What happens is, sometimes we say, I have burnt my hands, that's why I'm doing this way. You asked this question last year also, you asked this question 2 years ago also, but nothing happened after that. So we need to go back. That's the cycle needs to be completed. So quickly, while closing this discussion today, because I wanted to keep it short also, you need to identify your interested parties. You need to identify their needs, expectations from you. And then you need to be seeing how would you fulfill those needs. So plans for those will come. And finally, the status. Where do we stand with respect to their needs and expectations being fulfilled? So maybe another survey. We had been running client satisfaction surveys and employee satisfaction surveys. It seems we need to be running a family satisfaction survey also. So closing this, I was saying it is a deep, deep subject. Most people in my experience have not understood this, have not given enough value, attention, or focus to this. If we saw about 30, those were not the numbers. Those were only the types, categories of interested parties. Then we could be spending 5 minutes on each of those. Implementation may take days, weeks, and months for each of those. So this topic, this subject is that deep. For this, I would like to stop. Any views, I'll be happy to have your comments. Thank you very much. My intention is to keep bringing some discussions to you all